Hey, how's everybody doing? Hope you've been having a good week. I know I have. It's been a great week at church, man. Church is exploding. It's exciting. Lots of new people, new faces. I don't know. It's just a wonderful, wonderful happening. Events at church. I know we had, oh my goodness, I think our teen program had 80 on Sunday night. The Awana program did well. We kicked it off on Wednesday. Got some 6th to 8th grade program, 9th through 12th grade programs. And really good thing. Wrapped up Jude, and now we're into Philippians next week on Wednesday night. But here we are, springboard today. We're going to talk about the box, the worry box. You ever worry? I mean, I do. Sometimes, usually, it's almost always needless. I mean, what people say, what people think, what's going on, and all the stuff that worry. Now, the verse of the Bible says, "Take therefore now no thought for the morrow shall take thought for the things of itself." And it says, "Sufficient until the day is the evil thereof." That's Matthew 6:34. A long time ago, I told a story about J. Arthur Rank. He was a successful businessman, I think in the 19th, 18th century, I can't remember. And he decided to do something rather unique. He decided each week what he would do was that he chose Wednesday to be the day, and he would do all the worrying on Wednesday. Anything he had to worry about, he decided he's going to, okay, Wednesday I'm going to worry for an hour or whatever. And when anything happened that gave him anxiety or cause for worry, other than that particular time on Wednesday, he would write it down and he'd put it into a box he called the worry box. And he put it into this box, and he would write it down, put it in the box, and he'd forget about everything, wouldn't open it back up until Wednesday. Open the box, the worry box, back up on Wednesday, and all the things that he wrote down were in there, and so on. Well, what was interesting to him was, and he wrote about this, the interesting thing was that on the Wednesday when he opened up the worry box and he read all the things, and he was very, very meticulous in making sure that he put everything down and wrote everything on a 3x5 card or whatever and stuck it in there. The interesting thing was that in almost all the things that seemed to disturb him so much through the week, they rectified themselves. In other words, he read them, and he says, well, that they were gone. They didn't exist anymore. So the things that disturbed him the past 6 days, almost all of them took care of themselves, and it was a waste of energy. And as time went on, he began to recognize, and he developed a pattern of not worrying. He developed a pattern of writing things down immediately, and he put them in that box. And eventually, his whole concept of worry, anxiety changed. I mean, there are always important things in life that you and I have to pay attention to, and just that we spend an awful amount of time worrying about the things that are often inconsequential, not focusing on what really matters. I forget who said it to me a long time ago. They said, be careful not to believe what you always think. The truth is, we think a lot of things. We think sometimes ill things we shouldn't think. We think something's going on that's really not. We doubt. We cast dispersion on things, all kinds of things. But what often happens, and this is what he wrote about extensively, is that the trivial often triumphs in our thinking. And that's sad, because you think about it. I mean, things that I worry about. For example, I worried about this COVID thing months and months ago. What are people going to do? I had people screaming in one ear, screaming in another ear. I just don't listen very well to, and people say, well, you're going to do your own thing anyway, and I've heard that so many times. And quite frankly, I don't. I often don't do my own thing anyway. But anyway, and all that stuff, it didn't matter. It just didn't matter. You have to make decisions. You have to move on, and so on and so forth. So we're not living triumphantly in faith when our thinking is ruled by the trivial anxieties and sufferings of the moment, and so on and so forth. We're to cast all our care upon him. The Bible says, for he careth for you, but try putting that into practice all the time. It's not so easy. But we can make a concentrated effort by faith, walking in his Spirit and living day to day, to understand that we can't always believe what we think. Our minds can run away with themselves, and we create our own traps. So how about this? There's a cure-all, and he basically wrote a little bit about the cure-all, and everyone knows the cure-all. It's a verse that we've all quoted and heard. He said, "Don't worry, be happy in the Lord," or that song, "Don't worry, be happy," whatever. But he said it's wrapped up in "Rejoice in the Lord always," and again I say rejoice. Now, we live life today and every day with that purpose in mind and not be full of worry and inconsequential anxieties and stuff. Because after all, life's short, dude and dudette. I mean, like even right now, there's somebody probably don't even like the fact, probably somebody in one of the connections would like the fact you've got to sit and listen to your dumb old preacher talk about a couple things. Really? Can I tell you something? I don't care. I'm not worried. Truth is, rejoice in the Lord always. And again, I say rejoice. And right now is what we all need to hear. Don't believe everything you're thinking. Trust me. Trust God. Put the stuff in a worry box. Check it out 6 days from now and see if it really mattered. Hey, God bless you. You guys have a great week. See you next time.